Isn't it cool when you're out and about and you see a product featured on Shark Tank hanging on a shelf? Hundreds of people have pitched their ideas to the sharks on Shark Tank, but only a select few have actually become successful. From sponges to sippy cups to cupcakes, here are 12 of the most successful deals ever made on Shark Tank. Number 12. Scrub Daddy. Now, you wouldn't think a guy with a sponge would make it very far on Shark Tank, but you'd be wrong. When Aaron Krause approached the sharks for an investment, he almost got laughed out of the tank. That was until he began his pitch. Aaron has a vision for an easy-to-use tough sponge that wouldn't ruin dishes or cookware. He told the sharks that he was having trouble making sales and had only made around $100,000 in 18 months. He showed the sharks his product, a strong yet gentle sponge shaped like a smiley face. It's able to clean inside and outside, even cars and boats. While most of the sharks didn't see the potential, Lori Grenier thought that with some guidance, she could help the company be successful. And boy, was she right. Scrub Daddy has gone on to become one of the most successful companies to appear on Shark Tank, grossing over $75 million in just 3 years. The sponge now comes in different scents and colors and can be found in major retailers like Target and Bed Bath & Beyond. Number 11. TIPSY ELVES. A lawyer and a dentist walk into the tank. No, this isn't the start of some joke. Evan Mendelsohn and Nick Morton created the company TIPSY ELVES, which designs and sells ugly Christmas sweaters. And they happen to have left their jobs as being a lawyer and a dentist to pursue their dream. The problem with a company like this, though, is that it seems that they're betting on a passing fad that'll stand the test of time. The sharks must have liked what they heard, though, because Robert Herjavec offered the pair $100,000 for 10% of the company. Robert ended up helping TIPSY ELVES turn a profit all year round by adding other holidays and sporting teams to the mix. Before the company appeared on Shark Tank, they had just $900,000 in annual sales. However, after the episode aired, that amount skyrocketed to $8 million annually, with the potential to hit $12 million annually. Number 10. The Squatty Potty. Now, this next product might make you giggle, although you or someone you know most likely owns one. The squatty inventor, Bobby Edwards, brought his mom Judy with him into the tank. After all, she was the inspiration for the restroom footstool that stores away easily under the toilet. Judy had been constipated her whole life, and as she got older, the worse it got. A doctor suggested that she use a stool to lift her knees, and a multi-million-dollar idea was born. Edwards was seeking $350,000 for just 5%. He ended up making a deal with Lori for $350,000 for 10%. Since appearing on Shark Tank, the Squatty Potty has taken over the world. After the show aired, sales skyrocketed to $12 million in just 3 months. With its tagline, "The number one way to number two," the Squatty Potty has become a household name. Number 9. Red Dress Boutique. Diana and Josh Harbour brought their online women's fashion company, Red Dress Boutique, to the Shark Tank, hoping to score a deal. Now, many online retailers sell clothes, accessories, shoes, and purses, but Red Dress Boutique has gone a step further and created full outfits to sell online. By selling full outfits through their site as well as social media posts, the retailer was positioned to make $12 million before even entering the tank. Now, this definitely sparked the interest of a few of the sharks. Mark Cuban and Robert Herjavec went in together, offering to split $1.2 million investment for 10% equity in the company. Due to the amount of orders the couple received right after the show aired, Cuban had to step in to help with the company's infrastructure. The company is on track to continue to make $600,000 annually. Number 8. LUMINAID. One of the rarest occurrences on Shark Tank is having all 5 sharks make you an offer. This was the case for entrepreneurs Anna Stork and Andrea Shrestha, the founders of LUMINAID. The company dealt with creating light when there is none during relief efforts. They were inspired after the 2010 earthquake in Haiti. Their product provides solar lighting to first responders in the event of an emergency. A solar inflatable light would be effective, efficient, and be a real game changer during disasters. The ladies were asking for $200,000 in exchange for a 10% stake in LUMINAID. The sharks were all impressed with the company, and the offers started rolling in. They ultimately decided to go with Mark Cuban and have continued to grow the company. They've expanded their product into camping and outdoor stores, as well as hardware stores. Number 7. Groovebook. Another husband and wife team, Brian and Julie Whiteman, took their company Groovebook to the tank, hoping to get a deal. So many people have the same problem. They take hundreds, if not thousands of pictures on their smartphones, and they never print them. For a $2.99 monthly subscription, which does include shipping, customers can create high-resolution photo books from photos on their smartphone. The photos are automatically stamped with date and location. Up until that point, the company had acquired 18,000 subscribers in the 8 months since it had launched. Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary offered the couple a joint offer of $150,000 for 80% of the licensing profits. After the show aired, the company got 50,000 new subscribers. Not long after that, the photo mega company Shutterfly bought Groovebook for $14.5 million. Fun fact, the name Groovebook came from the groove on the spine of the book. Founder Brian was getting frustrated trying to figure out how to design the book so he could ship them in bulk. He began beating the book with a pen, and the groove that the beating created on the spine made the book more flexible and easier to ship in bulk. Thus, the Groovebook was born. Number 6. LOLLACUP. The creators of LOLLACUP, Mark and Hannah Lim, has been fans of Shark Tank since season 1 and were inspired to develop their product and eventually pitch it to the sharks. The LOLLACUP is a children's cup that makes it easy for kids to use a straw. The cup is valve-free, and the special straw allows kids to get every last drop from the cup. Now, the sharks loved the idea and had visions of the cup being sold in big box retailers. Ultimately, Mark Cuban and Robert Herjavec ended up making a deal with the husband and wife for $100,000 for 40%. To date, the LOLLACUP is one of the most successful children's products to ever appear on Shark Tank. Number 5. READERESTI. Rick Hopper seemed a bit nervous and unprepared when he pitched his idea for a magnetic clip to help people keep their glasses safe. He went so far as to fall down in front of the sharks to demonstrate how well his product works. The product is called READERESTI, and although the product seemed like a good idea, the sharks weren't immediately biting. Kevin said he wasn't impressed and that the design, well, was easy to duplicate. Once it got time to talk numbers, Rick suddenly perked up and was an experienced businessman negotiating like a pro. He ended up making a deal with Lori for $150,000 for 65% of the company. Lori would go on to turn Rick's small business into a majority commodity, often selling out quickly when featured on QVC. The company has made more than $8 million since appearing on the show. Number 4. Wicked Good Cupcakes. Who doesn't love cupcakes? Now, imagine cupcakes in a jar. Genius! Mother-daughter team Tracy Noonan and Danielle Valaggi approached the sharks with an awesome idea. They created cupcakes in a jar and had started selling them locally. The idea was so unique that the sharks were impressed with their passion and drive. Kevin O'Leary offered the ladies $75,000, but not for equity. Kevin would invest for royalty instead of equity. He was looking to make $1 for every jar sold until he made his money back, and then 50 cents on every jar after that. The company grew to a larger facility and expanded to more locations. Wicked Cupcakes is one of the most successful baked good companies to ever have a deal on Shark Tank. Number 3. Ava the Elephant. Tiffany Crummins had an idea that would help parents with one of the hardest tasks, getting their kids to take medicine. Tiffany created Ava the Elephant, a medicine dropper disguised, well, as an elephant. Tiffany had worked as a nanny and had the idea when struggling to give her charges medicine. Barbara Corcoran ended up making the deal with Tiffany for $50,000 for 55% of the company. Today, Ava the Elephant can be found in 10 countries and is sold in 10,000 retailers like Walgreens and CVS. Tiffany and Barbara are close, and Tiffany has said that their relationship has helped the company become so successful. Number 2. Bottle Breacher. When a former Navy SEAL walks into the tank, the sharks, well, they'd better take notice. Eli Crane and his wife Jen had an idea for a way to help veterans, while at the same time making a product that people would buy. Eli and Jen developed a way to use a dummy .50 caliber bullet to make bottle openers. The best part? They staffed military veterans to make the openers. The company is something that Eli said has meant a lot to him as he tries to help veterans who have no jobs or prospects once returning from active duty. Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary offered the couple $150,000 for a 20% stake in the company. Kevin has since said that the company is one of his most profitable investments, making roughly $2.5 million annually. Number 1. CHORD Buddy. Founder of CHORD Buddy, Travis Perry, believed he had a great idea for budding musicians. He created a device that attaches to the neck of an electric or acoustic guitar and has tabs that light up to help kids learn the chords. When he and his daughter, who did not play the guitar, tried it out, she was able to learn quickly, and Travis knew he had made something special. Robert Herjavec believed in the device and made an offer of $175,000 for 20% of the company. Before appearing on Shark Tank, Travis had made $150,000 in sales. After the episode aired, the company's sales were projected to be $2 million annually. Honorable mention, Bombas. We love companies that try and give back, so we had to mention Bombas. The founders of Bombas, an online athletic sock company, went into the tank with a product that made a difference. For each pair of socks they sold, Bombas would donate a pair to the homeless. Daymond John recognized the potential in the company and offered $200,000 for a 17.5% stake in the company. Daymond is the founder of the fashion brand FUBU and knows a thing or two about the apparel industry. After the episode aired, the company made $400,000 in just 4 days. They ended 2014 with $2 million in sales. Daymond has been quoted as saying that Bombas is one of his most profitable investments, and they give back. Have you owned any of the products on this list? Which company do you think should be the most successful? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this one.